Right, hello everyone. So you see me actually working in the background, resizing stuff. Mike's there. He's here. I see him. I hope everyone's doing all right in this crazy ass world that's going on at the moment. No production updates as yet. I'm just waiting on those. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. And I'm going to get on to with Mike, and then I can share you some stuff.
All right.
Later. So here's Mike. You all right, Mike? How you doing?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you.
Oh, what's going on again? This is that happened last time. Oh, hang on. You can hear me now because I'm muted.
There
I think I've just been talking and I've probably been muted. Hello, everyone. I was talking, but I was muted. Hope everyone's doing all right. Sorry for the delay. Right, so yes. How you doing,
live?
Mike? Yeah, we're live. How you doing? You all right?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. So we've gone through. We're going to do the quiz with Mike. I've got some stuff I'm going to show you, which is something you might have briefly saw if you were on early enough. And then I'll see if there are production updates. I'm not sure if there is. And yeah, we'll go from there. I hope we'll try to avoid anything talking about wars and the crazy mental Russians in the world. I shouldn't say that. I'll probably end up getting assassinated or something. But yeah, I'm working across two computers, so you have to bear with me. Right, so yes, so Mike, so we are quizzing.
Yep.
Quiz is on code. Well, yeah, I'll let you tell everyone. You can take over. I'll just let you tell everyone.
So yeah, I'm just getting set up here. So yeah, no, welcome everybody again. It's Movie Maverick Mike here. I'm in sunny southern Alberta. I was in Vancouver yesterday, which was not so sunny, but back here, hopefully you can see me good enough. The quiz is 10 questions. This will be our fourth round of this. I'm sure everybody knows how this works, but in case you don't, it's based on Kahoot. Kahoot rewards speed as well as accuracy when you answer the quiz. So you can type in what you think the answer will be in Google. But 10 questions, all based on Geeky Jerseys franchises and shirts, jerseys themselves, of course. So I tend to skew towards Aliens and RoboCop. So if you know those franchises, you'll do well. Some of the questions that I put on here, a couple are pretty easy. A couple are really meant to frick you up, and then some I had a lot of fun with. So we'll see how that all lands.
Sounds good to me. I'm just putting all the prizes are in, but I'll run through them. So first prize is free jersey. Second prize is $50 off gift card on the jersey. And third and fourth are $25. Rules to note: when you go into Kahoot, please use your YouTube name. Don't make one up. It makes it a lot harder for us to find who you are if you win. Just use your YouTube handle. It's much easier. Other than that, yeah, we'll get it going. Have you got the code? I'm not going to show the Kahoot page on it today because I haven't got it set up properly.
Do you want any preamble before we start right into the quiz, or do you want to just?
No, we'll go straight into it. I'll show stuff at the end. We'll talk at the end and stuff and show things because then get your reaction and stuff as well. So I'm going to go. I'm using another computer today as well, so multitasking. So yeah, if you put the game pin in. What is the game pin? I was going to put it on the screen, but I can't. It's going to cause a problem today.
All right, just spinning it up. 9670443.
9670443. 9670443. That should be the code, everyone, in the chat. If you need the code, code's in the chat. Mike's just read it out.
9670443.
9670443. I'm going to try and enter that. I'm in. I'm looking forward to this. I'm doing a different machine today, so hopefully see if it changes my luck. Yeah, so like I'm wearing a Cobra Commander is officially trying to take over Ukraine apparently.
I thought we weren't talking about that.
I know, but it was a good reference because of Cobra Commander for this time. I am wearing a Commander's jersey today, which is a nice jersey. The patches are, so this is a sample one, the patches are slightly bigger on this one than they are on the actual ones that are released, and sublimated Cobra logo in the middle, which we ended up embroidering, which looks way better. But it's a nice looking jersey. I had John Chase, shout out to John Chase, sent me photos earlier. It looks beautiful. And he's got his Cobra Commander mask. I should have to get him to post it on the Facebook group if he hasn't already. But he's wearing his Cobra Commander helmet as well with his Cobra Commander jersey. It looks really cool.
What's your post-work drink today there, Andy?
I'm just drinking lemonade. I was just it's lemon juice, that's all.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember I was drinking it one day. I was training with Best Trainer, and he's like, "Oh, what's that?"
It's still the afternoon for me, but I'm.
I might have a beer later. I was drinking this one time, with personal trainer, and he was like, "What are you drinking?" I was like, "Lemon juice." He's like, "Oh, that's disgusting." And I was like, "Well, no, my mum used to make lemon juice when I was a kid. My mum died not so long ago," and I was like, yeah, I drink it because it reminds me of my mum. And he's like, he felt really bad after. He's like, I'm so sorry, I was abusing you for drinking lemon juice, but it's got like a significant meaning to you. And I was like, yeah, so yeah, cheers, mate. He was like, oh my god, I can't believe I just made myself look like an ass. I was like, it's okay, don't worry. I said, you weren't to know.
I don't think I got any questions about the Batman here. It starts next week.
Oh, I'm seeing that on Friday. I'm looking forward to that. That's the highlight of my week. Yeah. And then
maybe empty your bladder beforehand. It's 3 hours long.
3 hours long. It's a big old film. I'll probably see it 2 or 3 times, to be honest. But then I just saw the trailer for Fantastic Beasts and Secrets of Dumbledore, which looks awesome as well. I'm a bit of a Harry Potter fan, sadly.
All right, what do we got? We got.
How many have we got in there?
17 so far online here.
Cool. Let's get it going. That's right. People can jump. If people miss, then people jump in. We've got 19 viewing. What was that there? Oh, did you go to the premiere, John? Mike? Sorry, Josh was asking.
I've got
Josh was at the premiere, he's just said.
And was it good?
I don't know. Josh, was it good? And if you're at the premiere, he didn't tell me that the other day. Like, he left me loads of other news when you messaged me. That's quite big news. Well, you could have told me that first. He spoke to me about other stuff, but not that. That's pretty big, to be honest. Right. Yeah, let's get it going. He's gone all quiet. Yep, he's just gone. Yeah.
Do you want to rock it up then?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get going, people.
All right.
Remember, if I do win, I can't win anything.
Well, the chances have really got better here, that's for sure. Okay. Geeky Jerseys quiz, February 2022, the last day of February here. So, just to make sure it's running, you should see a screen. Should say mostly movies quiz.
I've got things saying look up. No need to answer this time, it says. of 12. Is that right? Sorry.
I just got the first slide. It says Geeky Jerseys, mostly movies quiz. It's got an audience in front of a blank screen. 1 of 12.
Oh, I don't have that. I'll just have a look up. I think, but it doesn't matter. Keep going. Other people might have.
All right, keep going. Yeah. All right, so like I said, 10 questions here. Some are easy, some are hard. I think I start with an easy one. First question. In Game of Thrones, when you take the block, you join. Okay, get a couple answers in. So in Game of Thrones, when you take the block, as the ill-fated Sean Bean did, you join the Wall Watchers, the Black Knights, the Black Watchers, or the Night's Watch. You join the Night's Watch. Is everybody okay to get started here? We've only got 6 responses in there, so.
Yeah, mine didn't work. My screen didn't work properly on this other computer. Oh no! Right. Okay, let's see if it works. Yeah, something wrong. Other people have got it as well. I just had loads of squares come up, loads of colours. No question.
You don't see the answers when you.
No, I just had loads of colour squares come up. So it was a red triangle, yellow square. That should be a good quiz question. Or a green circle or something else. I didn't have any.
I can restart it here. Do you want me to restart it?
Yeah, give it a reboot. Question. It might be the problem. Yeah.
Okay.
I think other people have the same issue looking in the chat as well.
Okay. No, let's.
Oh, the Geeky Jerseys live wouldn't be the same without any technical difficulties. Do you know what I mean? It wouldn't be any fun if it weren't any technical difficulties.
Let me see what I've got here.
0, 4, 4, 3. Right, let's see if we can get this going again. Oh no, it says already taken.
There's a settings in here that I need to adjust. Okay, just give me a few minutes to make sure I've got it.
Yeah, it's just trying to reconnect us all. Yeah. Anyways, I'll talk for other stuff while we're talking. Yeah, so
please.
There will be a new jersey release tomorrow. I'm sending stuff over to the boss later, so that should be out tomorrow at some point. I'm going to show you some stuff late after we've done this, which is quite cool. I think did I show She-Ra the last one we did? I think I might have shown She-Ra. Does anyone remember if I showed She-Ra the last Geeky Jersey Live? Because I've got it on my machine to show, but I can't remember if I did. Yeah, don't worry, Mike's sorting it now, so we'll be able to get back into it in a sec. Yeah, it's a question then. Did I show She-Ra last month? We submitted She-Ra, but I'm not sure if I showed it. No one's answering me. No one's listening. I'm trying to think what else we've got on the go. There's been loads I've been working on. I'm not sure if I can show you. Right, Mike, while you're doing that, get that fixed, I will show the jersey I was going to show. We'll kill some time.
Please, yeah, I'm still looking into this here.
Yes, I know you showed me something She-Ra related, Josh. I'll save that for other things. Anyway, right, so I'm going to show you some design work while Mike's fixing that. So we submitted a Monopoly jersey to Hasbro. So this is, you have to excuse the board around it, it didn't really fit in the page properly. So this is the Monopoly jersey concept. So we'll go through it. There's Jay. There's stuff about the Monopoly jersey. Why is that not fitted in the screen properly? Bear with me a second, I'm just going to fix this. Why is it not fitting on the screen? Yep, and then this is, oh, hang on. Bear with me a second, people, I'm having issues. There we go. This might break everything. Now my computer's slowing down. Oh, there we go. Right, so this is the Monopoly jersey. So the penny bags. And so using the colours around the belts for all the different parts in the game, all the different bits in the game you can buy, or properties you can buy in the game. And there's this penny bags on the back. Monopoly 35. So the game was originally invented in 1935. It's the first published date of the game. That's the main logo, which is cool. And then these are the shoulder patches. Shout out really to something that Dave did a while back on this. Actually, the coning between that P and A is terrible. I have to fix that. Because Dave kind of used something similar for these, and I felt they probably worked better, so I kind of stole that idea. So apologies. And then it's gone backwards. Why's it gone backwards? So that page, and that's the how it would look mocked up. Well, you can't really see it all. My screen's not really working on this other side. Let me just fix this a second. Okay, that's better. It wasn't working earlier on, but now it's working. Not as well. There we go. So yeah, so that's the concept jersey mock-up, and then there's the back. So yeah, so that's the Monopoly one we've submitted. I'm not sure if it will fly or not, but hopefully it will, and we may find out.
That's licensed then, is it?
Yeah, this is fully licensed. Yeah, this is a fully licensed Hasbro jersey. Just waiting for sign off. We're starting to explore a few more of the games. So there'll be things like also potentially look at battleships as well. There's a raft of them we can look at. That'd be vast if we can have a go at and see what we can view. But yeah, that's that one at the moment. Just quiz to everyone's on it. If you do take screenshots, only and prefer. I know people come back and watch this, but I would prefer if you didn't share it on the fan group page. If they want to see it, they have to come and see it. So if you do take screen grabs, which I appreciate you can, but if you could not share it on the fan group because it just gives it to more people. If they want to see it.
that watermark that says do not
yeah.
Whatever, yeah.
Well, just if they want to see it, they can come here and see it, essentially, and obviously it gets more views on the video that way. Happy days. Yeah. So that's one that's coming up. It's been submitted. I showed Shira the other month, so I won't go through that again. So I'm sure there's plenty of screenshots of that about.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I found the setting here, so we can fire it up if you want.
Yeah, let's do it. So let me get that going.
Okay. It'll be a new pin number here.
Oh, okay. Right. So a new pin number, everyone. Oh, Clue one. Clue's not owned by Hasbro, I don't think, is it? It might be. Someone just put a Clue jersey. If it is, I'm doing it. I'm seeing Clue in stage show in May, I think. Anyway, yeah, go with a new pin number. Sorry, digressed.
5793558.
5793558. Let's give that a go. New pin, everyone. It's in the chat.
5793558.
Oh, hang on, that's not right. We're in.
All right.
Right, we'll give everyone a chance to get in. Yes. What was I going to say? Yeah, Clue is a great movie. It is one of my favourite movies.
I thought Clue was a great movie.
Yeah,
people don't like that one.
No, I love it. It's so funny. Like my daughter likes musical theatre. It's one reason why we were like, we're going to see Clue because it's kind of based off the film. But me and my wife said to her, you should watch the film Clue because she loves quick dialogue. She'll. I know my wife hates this. As she gets older, she loves puns and stuff. She'll like Kevin Smith movies because of the dialogue and the quick dialogue and the
snappy,
the snappy dialogue. But we said to her like Clue's. She loves that kind of stuff. And I said Clue's brilliant for it because it's so quick, but there's puns in everything they say. There's a nice little quick joke in it every time. And I said you'll really love watching it.
Yeah, what's the main guy? Is one of my favorite guys. He played Darkness in Legend, and he was the Russian doctor in Hunt for Red October.
I can't remember his name.
His name's at the tip of my tongue there. The English actor, yeah. So I thought he was really good. He kind of jumped over the place. Christopher Lloyd was in that one as well.
It's the guy from Rock Horror Picture Show who's the butler.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember his name for the life of me.
He's good at that enunciating his dialogue and really emoting there.
It's going to bug me now. I'm going to look it up.
Someone will bring it up shortly, yeah.
Tim Curry, that's it. Yeah, Josh got Josh and
he was in a lot of stuff, yeah.
Just remind to everyone, please use your YouTube handles as your nicknames in the game, please, because it'll make it a load easier. I can't believe I forgot Tim Curry. He's like a legend.
Tim Curry, I know.
But he's really good, and he's everywhere. But he interacts with everyone so well, and there's just such good jokes in it. And
Yeah.
like the twist, almost like the Wayne's World endings as well, because it's alternative endings.
More than one ending.
Yeah, which is really
Yeah.
clever. Which I think Wayne's World obviously took it from that kind of thing. But yeah, it's very, very funny. Great film. Great film. But very, like I said, very underrated film as well.
Yeah. All right, 18 people in, ready to fire it off.
Let's go. Let's do it. We've only got 19 on the viewers, so that should be about right. So
okay. Yeah. Let's see.
Yes, he was in Rocky
Horror
Picture
Quiz.
He was excellent in Tim Curry was excellent in Rocky Horror Picture. Here we go. Got it. It's on there.
Okay. Yeah. So you should see Geeky Jersey's Mostly Movies quiz in the theaters. Yep. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. One little setting there. They moved it around to me. It's not my fault. It's the setting's fault. All right. So you all know the first questions on the Game of Thrones. I didn't have time to do that. So get your mice and fingers ready because you'll all get this one. The Game of Thrones. When you take the black, you, poor Sean Bean,
Ooh, got it.
To take the black and pay for it. Oh, everybody has
ninth place. Come on, man. I was that well quick.
The Night's Watch. Yeah, okay, we're going to start off easy. So, yeah, thanks everybody for the counter. As soon as we got to 18 people, it was like done. So, yeah. Okay, Yogi is at the top right now. You guys can't see my screen, the score screen, right?
Yeah, they should be able to.
Yeah, Yogi, Jay Dripper 76, Greg Larson, Tommy K all have the fastest fingers. All right, let's move on to something new then. Question 3. In the original Tron, when Sark has a chance to get rid of Flynn, the MCP tells him, I want him in the games. Is it until he loses, until he's de-rezzed, until he dies playing, until the next cycle?
Oh, I think I've got it wrong. I think it's next cycle.
Oh, okay. That was a good one. I thought this was one of the easier ones. I want him in the games until he dies playing. It's funny, David Warner plays Sark with that stupid sock thing on his head. He actually provides the voice of the MCP. So he's talking to himself when he's going back and forth. He plays... Yeah?
Sorry, go on. I was saying, like, that always film makes... I love the vintage Tron, but it's like they all wear, like, Cooper ice hockey helmets. And
yeah. Of course, as a Canadian, I'm like, yeah, that's great.
It's like a proper Cooper helmet. It's like proper old school ones as well. Like the ones like it was based off the Windwell ones that Messier used to wear and stuff.
Yeah, no, and so the story goes that he played the evil CEO.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
It doesn't seem he played the Sark, and then they said, we need someone with a deep voice, a crisp English voice to play the MCP, so they tuned it, and he plays himself. So yeah, we got a lot of people on this one, but I remember that frequently. I want him in the games that I playing. Because it was a great moment because you're like, oh, so the rest of the movie we can't kill off Tron or Flynn or anybody casually because I want him in the games until he dies playing. All right, so we got here.
I wonder why they always go with like English people for evil computers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. What's his name?
So I mean, like proper posh English accents. What I say because
posh. That's
my accent's very common, but yeah.
No, it's not too late to end. If you want to be evil MCP, there's still a chance, man.
No, I just use my Mockney because where I live outside. We live outside London, so about 40 miles out of London. So a lot of people from London move to Milton Keynes. So we have what they call a Mockney accent, not a Cockney accent. It's like
Mockney, yeah. Eddie McSalty has jumped into the lead. Lynn Summers is next. Yogi is still there. So there's a lot of catching up to do for the next question. Okay. They're from Deadpool. Deadpool tells Francis's gang that he has ex-bullets and they're going to have to share. This is a hard one. When he says, you're going to have to share. And how many bullets was he talking about? I pride myself in knowing the answers to all these questions.
I think I got that wrong as well.
But this one I had to look up.
Just knowing what magazine carries in the gun. I think it was... Did I get it right? Yeah.
All right, very good. Most of you got that. You have 12 bullets. You're going to have to share.
Do you know my brain?
Reynolds,
my brain went to. Sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to cut. My brain went to the fact that I know how much a magazine holds in a gun. And so rather than thinking about the film and how many he's got, I went right. How many bullets in the gun? Right, there's this many bullets in it.
Yeah, good Vancouver boy, Ryan Reynolds. He insisted they filmed part of it in Vancouver, much to the chagrin of a lot of the people out there because they blocked off some of the main bridges into downtown for this particular scene. And one of my favorite scenes in the show, Deadpool. Rumors Deadpool 3 is still happening. Marvel, of course, would be crazy not to make it because the first two made so much money. So
apparently going to have maybe an appearance in Doctor Strange 2 as well.
You know,
Like
I always think you have to be
cameo
careful.
somewhere.
Yeah, you have to be careful whether you break the fourth wall and you make the comic. Those are great for Deadpool and the Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse or whatever. But then eventually you have to go back to the serious bits. So
it'd be interesting just to have him in there slightly, like literally, not even breaking the fourth wall. Just because I think in them movies, like you said, if they break the fourth wall in those movies, it'd be out of context for them. But just like chatting to someone or just like passing through one of the multiverses and seeing him or something. Be interesting.
Yeah, everybody loves Ryan Reynolds. His movie, The Atom Project, is actually going to be in theaters next week. There's a couple of showings before it hits Netflix. It's the trailer is awesome. People say it's a throwback to the 80s movie.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Flight of the Navigator. That's what it looks like. It has that kind of air about it, but it looks really good.
Yeah, no, I think Ryan Reynolds in his element here for sure.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Let's do it. I've gone up to 6th place.
Sorry, I forgot to tell you who's in the lead. John Chase is in the lead. Fan Without a Face. Chad. Jason Fitco. We really have people moving around, so that's good. Next question here from Aliens. Like I said, always an alien question here because Aliens is the greatest movie ever. Guy Pearce plays Peter Whalen with some bad prosthetics in Prometheus, and he is the founder of the company that eventually becomes. Everybody who knows Aliens knows the answer to this question. So this should be an easy one.
I've watched so many times and I think I might have got it wrong. Oh, I got it right. Yeah.
Very good. Weyland-Yutani Corp. If you said Omnicorp, you're thinking about RoboCop.
Yeah, Omnicorp's RoboCop,
yeah.
I knew it was one of the Weyland ones. But Weyland Industries is what it is. That's the T-shirt you can get for Prometheus because that's what it is in Prometheus. Then
I think there's one of the jerseys says Weyland-Yutani on the shoulder patch. I think it says. I don't have my Aliens jersey on today.
But.
Okay, the Aliens series is still coming, like a TV series.
And they're making a TV series. Oh my god, I don't even know that. I'll have to tell my wife. She loves Aliens.
I don't know if I'm interested in that at all. I mean, it's hard to be frightening and dreadful across 8-9 episodes, but we'll see
the thing is, like we back in the day on the PlayStation 1. Oh, it's frozen. Hang on a second. Be back up in a minute.
You all right?
Yep, it's just frozen. My screens are frozen, that's all. But as long as you can still hear me, there we go, back on.
Yep.
Back in the day, I used to play on PlayStation 1, play the Alien game on PlayStation, where it was like first-person shooter. It is by far one of the scariest and best first-person shooters I've ever played. Me and my wife used to play it late at night in the dark with the lights off because it was proper intense. And you just have the beep, beep thing from the... You can say, it's just proper intense.
No, that was brilliant from James Cameron to put that little noisemaker, and then when the aliens get closer, it makes more noise. And in a horror movie, that's gold, right? To have that kind of increased tension, right? All right, John Chase is in the lead. Fan Without a Face is very close. Chad, Jason Ficto are in the top. There's still lots of questions ready to go. Ready to spin on to the next one, Andy?
Yep, let's go. Let's do it.
When Doc and Marty, not Rick and Morty, when Doc and Marty hijack the train in Back to the Future 3, the engineer says, "Is this a holdup?" And Doc replies with that famous line, "We're just borrowing it. It's a science experiment. Stop the train. We need this train to get back to the future." Very good. Everybody got that one. I thought that was a great throwaway line there. So yeah, this is a science experiment.
Still in 5th. Not doing too bad.
It's I've been looking for a Rick and Morty question to put in here. Awesome show, as we all know, but it's so bizarre. You can't say where did Rick get in trouble, or how did Morty die, or what was the alien, because it's so bizarre. It's hard to grab on to anything, and the rules get rewritten with every episode too. So
yeah.
John Chase is in the lead still. Fan Without a Face very close. Jason Ficto, Chad. Okay, those are the top guys. Everybody else is going to have to take some chances here.
Oh, I'm only 297 points behind Chad.
Josh, King of Geeks, has a streak of 3 correct answers in a row, but he's not at the top yet. Next question. At the end of season 2 of The Walking Dead, Zombie Shane is shot by who? Lori, Rick, Carl, Carol. Sounds like a lot of people are pretty confident.
Well, based on the comic. But season 2, I got it right. Season 2 was a long time ago. I'm in fourth place, but whoever's in fifth, don't worry because I can't win.
Yeah, no, Carl did the job on the TV show. At the end of season 2, he became a man then by shooting zombie Shane. We all wanted Shane dead by then. John Bernthal.
The best Punisher ever.
Yeah.
Hopefully coming back as well.
He's one of those guys that I'm like, if I was to meet him at a Comic-Con or something like that, I'd be like, okay, I want to keep my distance in case you freak out and decide to beat the hell out of me. He seems like a pretty tough guy.
Perfect casting for Punisher. It was just spot on. And how he played it as well was just perfect.
Well, he always plays a tough guy. He was such a vicious guy. And what was that show, Widows, which is a great movie. I saw that on the plane when I was surprised. And then I wanted to see King Richard with Will Smith just because he plays a regular guy. But we'll see. Yeah. So yeah, that was Carl. I was thinking I should have put Negan in here as one of the answers to really throw Pop off, but Negan didn't appear until season 3.
No, it was later than that. Because it was the Governor, wasn't it? After that, when they moved from the house, and the Governor was 2 seasons, or a season, and then I think it was maybe season 4 or 5, maybe. I think Negan started to slowly appear. I stopped watching Walking Dead at about 6. Well, we watched a bit of 10, but I'll watch it at some point.
I'm still watching. I'm curious what people think in the chat. The new episodes have been showing up in North America here. I don't know if they're getting better or worse. They're certainly going like crazy. So, all right, here's the leaders. Okay, we got a new leader. Fan Without a Face is the leader. GJ Host. Who's GJ Host?
Me.
What the hell? Yogi, Josh King of Geeks is in there.
Smashing
John Chase.
it today. Oh, sorry, there's plenty of room for me to fail right now.
I got a couple of easier ones and a couple harder ones coming up here. Let's go. Next question. This is a hard one.
Oh, this is going to
The Dexter TV series is inspired by the novel. And this is, I'm not a big Dexter fan again, but I know that this is one of the key jerseys from Geeky Jerseys.
That was a funny one to design, that one, because I hate sublimation. I got it wrong. I hate sublimation.
Okay, so it actually comes from the source novel Darkly Dreaming Dexter, not the one that they talk about in the show.
I was going to pick that one. I'll have to be straight up. I've watched about 4 episodes of Dexter. Then designed the jersey, did loads of research, and never watched it again.
Good job. That's just the source material. The other ones are not. They talk about some of these during the show, but those are just fictional. I think it's the Bay Harbor Butcher.
Yeah.
And the new season's airing. So let's see what's happened here. Okay, Fan Without a Face is still winning. Tommy K, Jason Ficcho is back in it. GG Host is...
I've gone to 5th place.
Yeah, dropped down a little bit, yeah. Next question. Here we go. We got like 3 more. In The Witcher TV series, Princess Ciri is bound to Geralt of Riviera thanks to the law of Sintra. Is that true or false?
No, I think it's...
Anyone who's seen The Witcher should get this
one. I've watched this and I've watched it a couple of times, but...
False. Princess Ciri
is part of the child surprise.
Thanks to the law of surprise. Thank you, Andy. Yes. Sorry. I don't know what it means, the law of surprise.
It's like, look, surprise, got a child. That's what it is.
Casually invokes the law of surprise against this hedgehog warrior. And then in season 2, they talk about it over and over again. So, yes. Ciri is from the kingdom of Sintra, but it's a law of surprise that the entire land adheres to.
I'm back on the podium, apparently.
And Henry Cavill, great guy. He's one of us, despite being.
He was. He went to Warhammer World last week in Nottingham, and I played.
Warhammer. Is that right?
Yeah, because he plays Warhammer and stuff. And so they posted it all out last week. He went to Warhammer World, and they did a video of him walking around Warhammer World and stuff. He's a proper nerd into Warhammer stuff.
Yeah. No, despite having the chest the size of a lorry, he's one of us. He does build videos. I saw a build video he has for new gaming rig, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty impressive. So yeah.
But that's it.
I don't know if anybody's met him. You've never met him, have you, Andy? Or
I haven't met him. No. No, I haven't. Like to. He said, well, he plays Warhammer, so it'd be a good conversation. But but like when they were doing The Witcher and stuff, they always like moan because he's a proper nerd. Like during the scenes and that, they'd be like, "No, that's not what happens. It's what happens in the book. We need to do this and this." Because he played all the games and he read all the books. He's like proper nerd for it. That's good though. Someone like that, like proper geek, is good.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying The Witcher. Might have some questions on that the next time. Okay.
Yeah, it's good. Witcher's good. It's really good.
Tommy K is on fire. He is at the top. J Dripper 76. Andy, Josh King of Geeks is still out there. A couple more questions. I think we have one easy one and one hard one coming up next. This is an easy one. Which of the following names are not one of the Dinobots? Everybody should know this one. Is it Grimlock, Swoop, Skimmer, or Slag is not a Dinobot? Skimmer, very good. I knew everybody would get this one. If you said Grimlock, that's bad because everybody knows Grimlock is a Dinobot. And Skimmer was a very clever name made up by me.
Right. Yeah, I got that one. I think I might have been a bit too slow on the click.
Yeah. Okay. I think we have one question last. Tommy K is in the league. J Dripper 76. Andy, Josh King of Geeks. Okay, this next
remember
question.
me being in third place doesn't matter. So Josh is in third, and then whoever's fourth after that.
Yeah.
I don't get to it.
Okay, this next question, I'm gonna give you a line from a movie, and we all know this line. As soon as you'll see it, you'll know it. And I want to know what the exact next line is, not the theme of it, not what's kind of said, but after the character says this well-known line, then we all have the next line. One does not simply walk into Mordor. What does Sean Bean say right after that? Faramir.
Think it's the answer. I've watched this recently as well. Sean Bean, whoever he plays, Sean Bean in every film. Sean Bean is just Sean Bean. I got it. Yes.
Excellent. Its black gates are guarded by more than just orcs. The very air that you breathe is poisonous. Not for 1,000 something, but I go and join this thing. So yeah. So everybody knows the meme. It's not. You don't go into Walmart with no pants. It's not. That's what's the correct answer. It's the black gates are guarded by more than his orcs. All right, ready for the tally here, Andy?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, last slide. So let's see what we got here. The ads will come up, and I'll get it. Andy came in third.
Actually did all right in this one.
So Dripper 76 was second, and the number one is Tommy K, who was on a roll.
Right. So I'll put these in the chat.
Jason was fourth. Let me close this off and pull up the report, and I'll make it official.
Yeah, if you remove me out of that, whoever is fourth and fifth will be third and fourth, essentially. So congratulations, Tommy K. You win the free jersey. And then who was second?
J Dripper 76.
Who is that? All right, whoever J Dripper is, can you message me? I'll put it in here, but there's no. It doesn't seem to want to come up. 76. Let's see if that tries that.
And then Andy was third because he cheated, obviously. And then Jason Fitchko was fourth and gets bumped up to third.
Who was the third, other than me?
Sorry, you were third, Andy.
Yeah, but who took my place in third?
Jason Fitchko.
Oh, got it. Yep. Oh, right. Sorry, I've spent right. Jay, I apologise. I spelled your name wrong. It was just AJ, not the word J. So that's $25. And then who was fourth?
Jason Fitchko.
Oh no, who was third? Sorry.
You were third. So Jason Fitchko goes up.
Yep, and then who was the fourth winner after that?
Oh, I'm sorry. There's 4 prizes altogether. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right. I think it was Josh, wasn't it?
Josh King of something.
Josh King of
Geeks.
Yeah. I thought it was. Congratulations, everyone. And yeah, let me just do that one again. There it is. So Jane has done that, and then we'll talk some stuff. Cool, there we go. They're all the winners. If you email, I've got to remember the email address now. It's not enquiry. I think it's. Oh, you should all know the email address by now, but I always forget it. I think it's inquiries@geekyjerseys.com. So, right, let me. Sorry, people. My bad spelling. I think this
Someone's
is
blaming COVID for their bad showing here. Sure, whatever works. Dan, what's your question? Witcher is good. It's the first season is crazy because they screw with the timeline just to be weird. The second season, I think, is kind of they find their feet a little bit. If the second season kind of ends, you're like, huh, that's where that ends. So yeah, I think it's worth watching.
Wait a minute, seconds. I don't know. Right, I'm trying to get the email address again. Everyone should know it by now, but it's inquiries at geekyjerseys.com, but I can't remember how it's spelled. So it's not inquiries, it's enquiries. It's inquiries, isn't it? Because you inquire. I think this is email
Tron
address.
and Alien. You see, that's the thing. You get an old guy like me. You get Tron, you get Alien, you get Predator, you get Back to the Future. But I like to dip in some new stuff like Dexter once in a while. Whatever the new shirts that people come up. Maybe I'll ask questions about what's the rent on Park Place or something like that to see if what people know about Monopoly next.
Oh, that's why it's not doing it. Wait a second. No, that was a good quiz. I enjoyed that, and I finished third, so that wasn't too bad.
Hopefully, it wasn't too hard. You guys tell me if that was too hard or too easy. Some questions you guys got bing bang. Some I was kind of surprised at that people didn't jump on. So yeah. I tried to pick something that's the most nerdiest of all.
I'll put the email address in. If it's wrong, that's on me. I'll put it in a fan group later. I can't remember where it is on my chat. But anyway, yeah. No, that was really good. I'm glad I finished third because I've made up for all the other times where I was absolutely horrible and didn't get anywhere. So that's not too bad. Can't beat a top 3 finish. So we'll go through first. Movies. Morbius. I saw the trailer for Morbius today. That looks good. And I like how they've got him to look like Morbius from the cartoons, which is from the comics, which is pretty decent. But my question on this, on the Morbius trailer, right? Like, it was kind of nodded to that Morbius is set in potentially in Venom's universe, which Venom potentially is supposed to be in Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man universe. But the Vulture.
Yeah, but there's a Spider-Man poster in the trailer.
Yeah, the Spider-Man poster, but the Vulture is also in the trailer and
right.
in the film as well. So surely he is in. I wonder if they take out any reference to Venom, because there's that one scene. He's like, "Oh, I'm Venom," and he's laughing. No, I'm not really. I'm Dr. Morbius. But I wonder if they take that out to remove any kind of links to Venom, because that was in an earlier trailer. Like, take that out so there's no links to Venom in it, and he is in Tom Holland's Spider-Man MCU rather than Garfield's.
Well, one thing that screwed them up is that Morbius is supposed to come out before Far From Home or No Way Home. So I think Marvel and Sony can't get to the multiverse fast enough, right? Because they want to establish that there's different characters. You can have Rhino, you can have Venom, you can have what's the Latino Spider-Man. You can have them interact. You can have them jump through holes to get there. It's interesting too that No Way Home was actually originally intended to come out after Doctor Strange 2, the Multiverse of Madness. So they had to reshoot both of them. They had to add a scene to Spider-Man to introduce the multiverse, because that concept was supposed to have been introduced in Doctor Strange 2. And then in Doctor Strange, they had to go change things around there because they've already opened the Pandora's box. The multiverse exists, and this is how you cast a spell. And
I think it's quite clever how they've kind of done it, especially for, say, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, which they might make the third one now, which they're saying that Venom's in his universe. So they could do like Venom, Spider-Man, Venom, him, as well as Tom Holland. So I think it's quite clever how they've kind of opened it up to carry on some stories outside of Tom Holland's in the MCU. They can kind of...
Oh, totally, yeah.
Because like, Venom
has
kind
the
of...
rights.
Yeah. Because Venom was ported out of it and was separate from it. And then obviously they ported him in and they were porting him back out. And it's like, well, he can live in this space with Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. And then they can do films based around that. So the next Venom film, if there is one, or Andrew Garfield one, the Venom probably puts hardly appearing that. So it's quite nice how they've done that. So it allows Sony to do a few more based off what they've previously done, and even potentially do like a do like the Spider-Gwen version, maybe. So, I mean, it's open the door for them to do
Oh, totally. Yeah.
use other Spider-Man
Yeah.
characters and things, which I think is good for them. But they've been quite cool in letting Marvel explore their story with Tom Holland and then move off that way.
Yeah, no, I think Sony, because Sony has a right to the Marvel characters, and they want to do Rhino. They've got Kraven the Hunter line.
Yeah, see, Kraven Hunter would be a great storyline for like Tom Holland one. It'd be excellent. Like,
yeah,
rather than go straight to Venom, because the Venom story's been done before, and it's like
I think they were a little bit surprised by how popular Tom Holland was. Like Uncharted has done well in the theaters.
Yeah, I watched that. I thought that was alright. I saw it. It wasn't National Treasure-esque, but it had. Like, I love National Treasure, but then Nicolas Cage just choose scenery in any film. But
I think they're like, okay, this 18-year-old American kid is really a 26-year-old English guy, so let's get rid of him. But he's proven to be too popular. So I think the multiverse allows them that you can have Kraven the Hunter fight against pre-Avengers Spider-Man kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And to me, there's this Sony ones have to be careful too, because to me one of the best parts about Spider-Man Homecoming is that Spider-Man was not saving the world, and things like a handgun were threatening to him. So I think Sony's smart to keep it on the down low that his threats are, Kraven the Hunter, could be the Punisher, could be, he could fight with Daredevil or whatever, right? Yeah. Well, not Daredevil, I know Marvel's got that one. But whereas the Marvel ones are about saving the universe, the Time Variation Authority, multiverse, and all this. They're just so big, and those are too big of a sandbox for Spider-Man. Yeah. So I think the multiverse, they can kind of bring it back down.
Yeah, but that team up with people. So what I liked in No Way Home was where they were talking about the people they fought, and he's like, "Yeah, I've fought in space, and I fought an alien." And he's like, "I fought an alien." He's like, "I fought a dude in a robot suit and a rhino suit," and that was funny because again, like Spider-Man's villains are generally not street level, but they're kind of not a lot of them are super powerful.
Not as fantastic.
They're like gangsters that have like weapons and machines and things like that. So it's kind of cool that they keep that. And it's like where if they do that, continue that kind of Evander Garfield, like I said, the Kraven Hunter storyline. As long as they do that comic cover where Spider-Man's punching out of the grave from the Kraven Hunter comic, then I'm totally sold on it. Or he gets a black costume as well, maybe, because that was a black costume cover.
Yeah. And I think Marvel, if they have to drop that Tom Holland has a cameo in Doctor Strange 2. I don't think that he does, but if they do, that'll raise the box office by about 200-300 million. He's so hot right now. If people even thought for a second we'd see 5 seconds of Spider-Man in Doctor Strange 2, that would be a huge.
Yeah, no, I think. Well, that's it. You might actually get that. Again, Doctor Strange 2 just looks mental. It looks amazing. And
yeah, I'm a little bit suspect about Sam Raimi. I'm a little bit. You gotta kind of hold the reins on that guy a little bit with the camerabatics and all that stuff. I mean, if it was just a regular thriller, it wouldn't be a Sam Raimi movie. But I think they gotta be careful, right? When you give him you can have any character in any universe in a bunch of green screen, it could get a little bit.
Yeah, it's interesting in the trailer, like because everyone's going on because obviously they're touching some of the what if stuff, which is excellent because I like how because they've managed to. My daughter's like been watching all the Spider-Mans, and on Netflix in the UK tomorrow, Spider-Man 2. So Maguire's Spider-Man 2 is on Netflix tomorrow. It's the only one she hasn't watched, but she's watched all the rest. And she was watching, and she's like, "I want to watch Doctor Strange 2 trailer again." She's like totally like obsessed with it. And I said, "Well, what you want to watch is like the what if stuff, because a lot of that what if stuff is going to be ported into Doctor Strange 2 by the looks of it." And I said, she watched that. She said, "Oh, but she probably will watch it at some point." But I said, and like people going, "Oh my god, it's like zombie Wonder," and it's like, maybe, maybe, but it's that and like zombie Doctor Strange was in it. But is it zombie Doctor Strange or is it just Doctor Strange crumbling and dying? Like,
I think it's just evil Doctor.
Yeah, it just looks really cool, and I like the fact the evil Doctor Strange was really good in the what ifs. The what if stuff's brilliant. It's really good. But I think that's just going to be mental. And like I said,
I think.
God.
I think Doctor Strange, too, is going to be on the verge of $1 billion because you got the Spider-Man halo effect, right? You got the same actor. Benedict Cumberbatch is on the verge of an Oscar for Power of the Dog. So I mean, all that momentum. People are like, "What's the next Marvel movie?" That one right there. I'm going to go see it, right? So I think that could be a lot of work. And it's funny because if you've seen the Flash movie trailer, and this isn't giving anything away, that Michael Keaton's Batman makes an appearance in Flash. Yeah. So on the DC side, the Flash is going to be okay. I'm gonna different versions of the Flash. Do I get the TV Flash? Do I get the old Batman in here? Do I get the Penguin? Where do I go from here? And so that was already scripted before No Way Home came out.
Yeah, I
right?
think DC have missed the punch on it, really, because Marvel have got to it first. They're like, oh, they're doing
But
that.
they're
We're going
always
to do our
they're always
version,
a step
and then we've got
behind,
there
yeah.
first, and it's like, shit.
But
because
to
they've
me,
done it.
I'm wondering. So I'm sure the Flash will make a lot of money because people are like, hey, let's go watch Michael Keaton play Batman, and there'll be rumors about Henry Cavill as Jason Momoa, and I don't know, somebody who played Aquaman in 1970 TV show or something like that. But I'm wondering, okay, who else is looking at their IP? Is James Bond? The James Bond guys going, how do we get young-looking Roger Moore to go through time and fight with Pierce Brosnan or something like that, or somebody else is? They're looking at, because, like you said, suddenly all these old creaky Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies are bubbling up
you've passed
the streaming.
Yeah.
So suddenly Sony's like, man, this not only does this make money for us, it makes our old titles better, right?
My daughter calls him straight face Maguire because he's got no personality in his face. Straight face, yeah, straight face Maguire.
But yeah, so I'm worried. Does Transformers say, how do we pull these old Transformer guys back, or you know? What's some long-running franchise?
I think looking at Marvel's slate, like there's Doctor Strange, there's Black Panther's out as well. I think what was the other one I saw? So Spider-Man's out, Doctor Strange, Black Panther.
Yeah, no, it's Doctor Strange comes out in May.
Yeah.
Black Panther 2 comes out in around U.S. Thanksgiving. I think Thor.
That's it. Thor's the other one. Thor's in the middle of those two.
I don't know. I thought it was Thanksgiving, but it could be a summer release.
Yeah, I think
the Black Panther 2 one is kind of dragged a little bit. There's been some behind the scenes stress, and there's rumors it might move a little bit.
But there's so that was it. It was Doctor Strange. Thor's in the middle. Thor, that was going to be awesome as well.
Thor's going to be gonzo crazy.
Yeah,
when you walk into that movie, you're going to do a WTH and say, "What did I just watch here?"
Well, Ragnarok was like that. Ragnarok's one of my favourite Marvel movies. It's just so good.
But that's it, yeah. And Taika Waititi is just going to amp it up, I think.
Yeah, the humour's good. The tone of the humour's right. Like when he's talking to Sarah and he's like spinning around on the chain, he's like, "No, hang on," and then he spins around again, and things like that are just like that's just funny.
That set the stage right away. I was like, okay, I'm
it's gonna be hilarious. Yeah. And it's like, oh, let's do Get Help, and he's like, no, I don't want to do it. And then he throws him. It's just silly things like that, but funny.
Those are interested in cameos. I haven't watched the Peacemakers.
I haven't either.
Series.
I've got. But
I will say, but there is a major cameo at the end of that one. If you're a DC fan, you can find it online.
I'm waiting for. I have to say thank you to Josh. He's been supplying me with those because we haven't got. There's nowhere to watch it over it, unfortunately. So no, it's been good. I think. What other trailer did I watch? I want to see Death on a Nut. So we saw Uncharted, which I thought was good. I enjoyed it. Tom Holland he's good to watch. I mean, he's easy to watch. But there's one bit where he just sounds exactly like Spider-Man. Like he says sorry to someone.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, well, it's just Spider-Man. And then I want to see Death on the Nile as well.
I saw that, yeah. I reviewed it. For those of you who want to look up Movie Maverick Mike, I have a 2-second review. I really like Death on the Nile. I don't think many people did, but yeah.
No, the thing is with those is back when we was kids, like there used to be like almost every Sunday it seemed like, but Hercule Poirot shows like mini movies one every Sunday when I was a kid. So like I kind of been brought up with Agatha Christie stories and like Hercule Poirot and other stuff, and so like I like watching them because it just reminds me of when I was a kid. You know, that's that kind of thing. But they're more grandiose than they used to be on the other stuff. So,
well, it's interesting. I see a comment here about Ben Affleck that now that his Batman movie is dead and gone, the rumors of it come out, and they said it was like a James Bond like adventure where he puts all the clues together, figures out the end, and there's appearances from Green Lantern and Superman who help him on his journey.
That's the only thing I would say.
I'd like to see that. I was
See, that's the only thing that like they didn't really do too much of in the other Batman movies because he's the great detective. But there was never too much detective work. I haven't seen the new Batman. Josh, I'll talk to Josh about this later. But it could be that maybe might be a little bit more of that in this because it's based on Long Halloween and there's a lot of detective work in that kind of in the Long Halloween. But it looks like some of the screenshots he's got like map boards up and like rope and things.
Well, it goes back to what you say about the multiverse. Okay, we got the 3-hour gritty, punch in the face detective Batman. Yeah. Oh, maybe Ben Affleck, you can do the older, salty James Bond like Batman, and then somebody else can do the I know Josh is keen on what's that, Batman Beyond,
Yeah.
the futuristic, young, acrobatic Batman. So the multiverse, you know, they can throw their IP around wherever they want in the multiverse. I think.
John Chase just put every time he sees Patterson, he thinks he's going to sparkle when he takes his Batman uniform. The only thing, the only thing that bugs me about Patterson being it, and he looks good in the suit and everything that, and he looks pretty cool and pretty badass, but it's just his emo haircut. It's doing my head in. He's just got this. I don't know what the costume designers are thinking. Like, do you know what? We stick him in an emo haircut. He's got that kind of English-looking face. It'll work for him.
Well, see, here's what I was thinking too. But I was thinking the 3-hour movie, is that him at the end of the movie? Is that him 5 years earlier? I mean, you can cover a lot of ground, right? Yeah. So I mean, I'm bracing for something like Penguin to come and go in the first half hour, and you go, huh? I didn't realize it wasn't about Penguin, because, like I say, over 3 hours, you've got a lot of room to. Because
it's like hints that the Joker's in it as well, like cameos from Joker and stuff, which would be interesting. But I'll just look forward to it. Friday night's going to be awesome. It's going to be so good. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think they have to be a little bit careful. Like I say, when you have this grittier, you know, skinnier Batman, and he drives a fancy car and he uses his fists, and like, okay, here's Superman who, you know, can lift planets and stuff like that. That you got to be careful to put those guys together, even at the best of times. But if you're making your Batman down to earth, you can't throw too many otherworldly characters out, Martian Manhunter or something like that. So
that's the problem. Once you start to choose characters like that, it takes it away from being like you said, down to earth. It takes it.
100%. That's what I think. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's something you're like, is that guy an alien? I mean, that's going to be the problem. Kevin Feige has gone on and on about how the next biggest Marvel thing is going to be it's with the Kree. It's going to be the shapeshifters.
Yeah, Secret Invasion. That looks good. That's going to be badass as well.
And I think this is going to be his big play. That he's going to spread it across all the series. He's going to have cameos from everybody. He's going to have different versions of people. He's going to be, I thought you were one of us. No, I'm really a secret alien Kree shapeshifter, right?
Yeah, they need to introduce Spider-Woman.
It's going to be really big, is what it is.
Because based on Secret Invasion, it's Spider-Woman that they catch her and then realise she's a Kree. And then they're like, oh my god, there's like they're everywhere. And that storyline's really good. And they find the ship and stuff in the Savage Land.
Yeah, and it's a little bit more of a thriller and a little bit more of an espionage story. Yeah,
but they kind of hinted to that at Spider-Man: Far From Home. No, not Far From Home. Far From Home. They hinted that there, like obviously Nick Fury being the Kree and he's off.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, they've laid the groundwork.
But they've already stated in No Way Home that he's still off world.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I heard that Nick Fury is supposed to be one of the main characters to bring it all together and stuff like that. So yeah, it should be interesting. But that's Feige's. He said this is going to be our next big Avengers type world encompassing.
Yeah, and the fact they can span it over TV and into like films and like have them crossovers, and you can see in TV episode that some person's a Kree, but they turn up in a movie, you're like they're not who they are, and it's like then it starts to knit that world together and stuff as well.
I'm a little bit worried about how thin you spread it, like Moon Knight. Okay, was Moon Knight around when Avengers were fighting?
That's out. Yeah, this week, isn't it?
What's that?
That's out this month. This next week, isn't it? It's
out. Yeah, end of March. Yeah.
It's the end of March, 31st.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I know it's out this month, but that looks really good as well. Like,
I'm hoping they're
saying that Blade might turn up in that, and the dude from Game of Thrones, who's Black Knight, might turn up in that as well. Towards the end, it might be that they appear. So that'd be interesting as well. Or Ghost Rider. Some people said, maybe Ghost Rider's in it because they make up the Midnight Crisis. I can't remember. Josh knows this. He tells me about it.
Yeah, and Feige's a fan of the Fantastic Four. I don't know why.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four thing. I'd like to see that.
70s throwback, but if you want, sure, why not?
I'd like to see that happen and do it right. Yeah. Right, cool. Let's wrap it up. I've talked movies for ages. I'm hungry. I need some food. Just a reminder: Cobra Commander's on sale. Go and grab one if you haven't already got one. It looks good. See that you can see it. I'm looking at the wrong screen. It looks really cool. And every time I look at it, I'll just think of his screechy voice from the cartoons. It's quality. So yeah, go and pick one up if you haven't already got one. Should be in New Jersey out tomorrow. Movies sold out super quick, as you all saw. And there'll be more Kevin Smith stuff soon. I'm trying to think what else there is, and we've got a load of stuff in waiting for approval. I know people have been asking questions about some of the things we put up and then had to take down. They're still in approval phases, but we can only go as fast as the people approve them. Go. So once they're approved, they'll be on the docket and get ready to start getting made. But also shout, Judge Dredd 45th anniversary is this month. March, as of tomorrow, and the Judge Dredd jersey will be released this month also. So keep an eye out for that. Fully licensed 2000 AD Dredd jersey. Hopefully it will turn up. My samples will turn up this week or next, and I'll wear it in the next one if it arrives.
Is there an ETA for the Monopoly one?
That's only just been sent for approvals.
Okay.
So, but then there's also I can't show it. I can talk about it, but D&D one will be ready soon as well. Just waiting.
Oh wow, that sounds.
Just
cool.
waiting for samples to come in. I am on that one.
Yeah, that Vox Machina, whatever is online now to do on Amazon. Yeah. So
yeah, I haven't watched that yet. It's that's the
D&D.
yeah, it's the critical role people stuff.
Yeah, critical. Yeah,
I'll tell you a story about that another time.
Sounds good.
Anyway, Josh was over. Cool. So anyway, thanks everyone. Mike, I'll talk to you in a sec. Thanks everyone.
Sure.
We'll catch up again. Maybe next week. Maybe the week after. We will see. But next time around, Jay will be doing all the stuff.